And hello, welcome everyone on YouTube. So last time we were doing some convenience things for ourselves. First is to make sure the OpenFOAM output actually prints out here so that you can see immediately what the results of the foam file you write are. Okay, and we also got the boundary field, function or method started, so it's a lot easier. And of course, last but not least, I actually started to save everything inside this folder as well. Okay, yeah. One more thing is that I want to make sure when I export UNV, export mesh to UNV, I want to make sure I export it to a particular path name. Okay. Export mesh 1 to UNV. 1 to UNV. Alright. Right, so export mesh 1 to UNV in the Python folder. Let's see, what's the path name? Get mesh 1 UNV path name. This is get path name, which will be this OS path name. Okay, I also want to make sure that let me do the input output.py as well. I want to get a part 3, okay, because this only gives you the OS path name, which is the current directory, plus this / plus then this mesh 1 UNV. Okay, so I want a part 2 to be the string which actually exports it to a the Salome. Okay, let's see, save this first. Let's see the thin pipe flow snappy hex mesh all the way up here. This is the local file path, and then I'll just want to paste it here, and I don't want a double slash because I already have this extra slash here. So the slash is here, and I have all this forward, and then I have this part 3. So hopefully that means that the part 3 UNV will be exported to this folder. So export everything to this folder. You can do whatever folder you want, but so that's the whole idea. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to try the face meshing test to see whether it works. So it's exported to mesh 1 UNV. Okay, mesh exported to. Oh, I need to reload the test objects again. Then I'll have the test face meshing. Yes, this is where the new UNV files are, and now I will have this mesh 1 UNV right here, so that I don't have to overcrowd my Salome folder and keep checking. I don't have to keep checking this folder. I want everything to go inside my thin pipe, the Salome folder here, and then it will all be here. Okay, so I'll do sh star, and you can see the UNV file is pretty big. So I actually want to vim git ignore. Where's the git ignore file? Okay, vim git ignore. Intermediate plus Salome vim git ignore. Yes, okay. So any UNV files I want to exclude from commits, so it will never be committed. Alright, so git add this, git status. Alright, so there is no UNV file ever being put here, only the U file and the P file, which, well, I don't want to do the U and P file. Git status. Okay, So let's do the git ignore because I don't want u and p to be added. So I'm gonna save and quit, git add, git ignore, and then videoScripts, git status, okay, and git commit with message unv file path edited, and that's it. Okay, I'll commit it later. So that's part 1. Okay, so now let's do the boundary field entry, and let's try to make life as easy for ourselves as possible. So you notice that the boundary field will have a few entries here, and first thing, before each boundary field there will be 4 spaces, and then the entry here will be a patch name followed by the in and the out bracket. Okay, and then there'll be some things over here. Some entries. Okay, one common entry you will always find is the entry type. So let's just do these things. Okay, so you have the patch name, you have a type entry. Okay, you have a type entry, and then 4 spaces in between each indent. So let's try to be careful with the formatting, make things as neat as possible. And let's do the live demo cylinder class. Okay, so this is the kinematic pressure file, and then I will start writing. Let's write dev write patch self file name. Okay, because we still need the file name, because we need this append object. Alright, so let's do the write patch. So instead of writing the patches, instead of writing the patches, we will also we will need an opener and a closer. So let's see, I will use this template and I'll put this here, and then I'll do a delete of this, and here we will have we'll need something else also. We'll need a patch name, and then we'll just call it patch, okay, by default. Okay, so let's call this patch. Okay, 4 spaces. Okay, 1 2 3 4 plus patch name. Okay, so that's one. Then this one will also need to be 4 spaces. 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this one I'll call this dev write patch opener. Should I write the... Yeah, I'll do it. Self file name patch name. Okay, so the first function I'll write is write patch opener. File name equals to file name. You can see this is getting very messy very quickly. Patch name equals to patch name, but of course we can see whether we can edit things a little bit more later on. Okay, yeah, such as using certain, we can use get and set attributes for the file name and patch name, and then we'll just write patch after setting each of these attributes out. So I will demonstrate what that means maybe a bit later. We'll see how the video goes, because I'm writing this code live and I have not done this before. So yeah, just bear with me. Okay, so self file name patch name. Okay, okay, so again the same things, and I'm only going to write the closer bit here. Okay, so this is a patch name. I'll just not have this. Okay, I'll delete this, and I'll delete this part, and I'll just have a closer curly brace, and that's it. Right, patch closer. So let's see, self.write patch closer, file name equals to file name, and then close. Let's see, we will have this one called write patch, and then file name equals to file name, patch equals to file name equals to file name, patch equals patch name equals to wall. So that's one. What do I want? I want a wall, I want an inlet, I want an outlet. Okay, so let's write this down. Oops, I don't want this code. Yank, paste, paste. Okay, so I want one for the wall, one for the inlet, and one for the outlet. Okay, inlet, outlet, and wall. And let's see whether there's any other thing to look out for. Do we have spaces between each part? Yes, we do. So let's try to make sure at the end of each curly brace there will always be one space. So let's do that. So boundary field closer, the patch closer here should have a space as well. So that let's do that to make it look neat. Undo, yank, paste. Okay, and then I'll just delete this, and that should about do it. In fact, one space is all needed. Try not to leave too much trailing white space. So that's the patch closer. Okay, now that we have written all the patch names, let's try to do it again. Self.getTestObject and then foam writer test. Okay, so it says there is no such file or directory as you. Where is this done? In getOpenObject. Okay, so we'll see this. We'll see the right boundary field here. This is line 827, and then read and print file. It says there's no such no such directory as you. This is in line 296. Okay. So foam writer test. Oh, read and print file 827. So I'll need to go to 827 in this one. Okay, so let's we will need to actually change all this over here to incorporate our we will need to incorporate our we'll need to incorporate this get file path or something like that. So current directory plus local file path. Alright. Okay, I'm getting a bit lazy. Pardon me for this. Dev get u file path self return self.get file path plus u. Okay, dev get p kinematic get p. Oh, maybe I'll get file path u file path p. Return self.get file path plus p. Okay, I don't like this convention, but okay, maybe I'll do it like that. And let's change this to this. U file path equals self.get file path u. P file path equals, oh, this is not self anymore. I need to use foam writer object. Foam writer object get file path p, open and close, u file path, and then p file path. Okay, so now hopefully that would solve the issue. Okay, so there's nothing to get this method and string. Self.get file path is, oh, I need to give it the open and close bracket because I'm giving the whole method there. Okay, alright, so let's try again. Okay, so looks like everything's nice. The format is good. 4 spaces here. Inlet, outlet, and wall are all in. Okay, so this is a very manual way of doing it. Okay, but we'll stick with the manual way first. Then maybe we'll do some automation later on. Okay, how long has this been? Okay, 15 minutes in. Okay. Okay, so next thing we want to write is the type entry, right? Because the type is over here. Okay, type is over here. So let's do that. Okay, let's see how we supposed to do this. Okay, so let's see. I have no idea, but let's try something. We will just do a write type. Okay, which will be, I guess I'll just put this here under the write patch parts, and then I'll just say write patch type. Okay, I'll have a function here, def write patch type. What I'll need is the self file name patch type. Okay, maybe I'll just call it type. Oh, okay, type is not good, so I need to write patch type. Okay, write patch type, and the same things will be done here. Yank. Now paste it here. Well, what's my default here? My default, maybe I'll just put fixed value. I'll just leave it as the default or something. So first thing first, I will get this object. I'll get this append object, and I will write this 8 spaces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I will write the word type, and I will delete these things. Okay, delete these things, and let's take a look at the reference. We will just have a type, and then how many spaces are there here? Okay, let's do an insert. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 13 spaces. Okay, so you'll just indent 13 spaces. Okay, so bear with me a while. You'll indent 13 spaces plus okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. Yeah. Then I will just okay, I'll not overcomplicate things. I'll just type patch type, and then I will plus a semicolon at the back, and that's it. Okay, so write patch type will be here. Self.write patch type, file name equals to file name. Patch type equals to maybe we'll just call this fixed value, and then I'll close it up, and then I will have an entry here that says patch type equals maybe fixed value. Okay, then this will be generic. And let's see whether this fixed value thing pops up. And look, all the fixed value thing will pop up. Alright, so that is it. Again, it looks nice. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, so the next entry we will have usually is the word value. So I guess we can just write that in as well. We can write patch value. I'll have this. And then after that, we will try to make it more specific to each patch. Okay, undo, paste. Yeah, write patch value. I'll do the same things. And instead of 13 spaces, I think there are 14 spaces this time. Okay. Uniform 0. Okay, So this is the patch type, and we will just leave this as such. Okay, patch value. Okay, and then I will try to run the function self.get patch value. So again, I'll just delete one space, and then I'll put the word value here. Write patch value. Okay. Self.write patch value. File name equals to file name. Patch value equals to uniform 0. Then well, okay, I will change this to here, and I will have this patch value equals to uniform 0. I'll just put this here as the default value. You can change it if you want. Patch value equals to patch value. Okay, now let's try writing it again. Unexpected argument known as patch value. Okay, and then I have to change this to value. Okay. Alright, so now we have all this indented nicely. Of course, you can change it to whatever you want, depending on what we have over here. So this is the boundary field part. And yeah, I guess over here we will need to specify what are the patch types, what are the patch values in each of these U and P. Okay, so we'll stop here because it's a pretty long video already. I don't want to keep continuing. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.